Right now, before you do anything else, let me ask you something. Have you ever been working towards something, doing everything you know how to do, and still feeling like nothing is happening? Not failing, not succeeding, just stuck in the middle. If that sounds familiar, stay with me. Because what you're experiencing right now is not the end. It's a phase most people misunderstand. And misunderstanding it is why they quit too early. Here's the truth most people never hear. Nothing important in life grows loudly. Growth is quiet. So quiet, in fact, that it often feels like nothing is happening at all. And when nothing feels like it's happening, the mind fills that silence with doubt. It starts whispering questions. Is this working? Am I wasting my time? Shouldn't I be further by now? Those questions don't mean you're weak. They mean you care. But here's what you need to understand before those questions convince you to stop. Silence does not mean stagnation. In nature, the most important work happens underground. Roots grow before trees rise. Foundations are laid before buildings stand. Strength develops before results appear. And the deeper the foundation, the longer the structure lasts. So if your life feels slow right now, if progress feels invisible, it doesn't mean you're behind. It means you're building something that doesn't collapse easily. Now listen carefully, because this part matters. We've been trained to expect fast feedback, likes, views, money, validation. We expect proof before patience. But real progress doesn't give early rewards. It asks for faith first, results later. And most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They fail because they leave before the reward phase begins. They confuse delay with denial. But delay is often just preparation. Let me ask you another question. What if the reason things haven't happened yet is because you're still becoming the person who can handle them? What if this slow season isn't punishment, but protection? Because fast success without inner strength creates fragile lives, and fragile lives break under pressure. What you're building right now is internal. Discipline, patience, self-trust. And those qualities can't be rushed. That's why consistency matters more than intensity. Anyone can be intense for a week. Very few can be consistent for years. Consistency is showing up when motivation disappears. And motivation always disappears. Some days you'll feel confident. Other days you'll feel unsure. Both days are normal. Both days move you forward, if you stay. The mistake people make is believing they must feel inspired to continue. You don't. You just need to remain present. 5 minutes still counts. One small action still matters. One decision still shapes your future. Momentum isn't built by dramatic effort. It's built by repetition. Quiet, boring, uncelebrated repetition. That's why it works. Because most people won't do it. They want visible progress before invisible effort. But life works the other way around. Effort first, results later. If you're listening to this right now, there's a good chance you're in a season where things feel unclear. Where you're trying, but not arriving. Where you're working, but not being noticed. Let me tell you something important. Being unnoticed doesn't mean you're insignificant. It means you're early. The people who last are the ones who stay long enough for compounding to begin. And compounding is quiet until it isn't. One day, without warning, things start to shift. Your confidence feels steadier. Your skills feel sharper. Your reactions feel calmer. Not because something magical happened, but because you stayed. That's the difference. Most people quit right before things begin to work. Not because they failed, but because they got tired of waiting. Waiting is uncomfortable, but waiting while continuing to act is powerful. There will be days when rest is necessary. Rest is not quitting. Rest is maintenance. Quitting is abandonment. If you're tired, slow down. If you're overwhelmed, simplify. If you're discouraged, breathe. Just don't walk away from yourself, because every time you choose to continue, even quietly, you build trust with yourself. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence, not motivation, not success, trust. Knowing that no matter how you feel, you don't disappear when things get hard. That kind of trust changes how you move through life. You stop rushing, you stop panicking, you stop doubting every step. And that calm becomes strength. So if you're still here, listening, that tells me something. You're not looking for hype. You're looking for truth. And the truth is simple. You don't need to do more. You need to stay longer. Because what you're building right now, even if it feels invisible, is becoming permanent. Keep going. Keep building. Trust the process. Your time isn't late. It's loading.